Hello guys, how are you all and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am showing you the best indicator for day trading. When I was a new trader, I learned many technical indicators and I was confusing to which indicator to use for my day trading. I had gone through many YouTube videos. Everyone says his indicator is the best one and read many books, but there are hundreds of indicators. Which one is the best? I need to find. Finally, I got the best and unique indicator for my day trading. Today I will show you in details with patterns about best profitable indicator for day trading. So this video can be little bit lengthy. I will show you help of some charts for better understanding of the best indicator which I am using. So my request is watch the video till the end. Let's start the presentation. So the question is which one is the best indicator for day trading? So there are many indicators in the stock market chart like MACD, moving average convergence divergence, Super Trend, RSI Relative Strength Index, Stochastic, Bollinger Bands, Moving Averages, Parabolic SR, and other than this, there are hundreds of indicators which people are used. When I am going for YouTube videos, someone said that RSI is the best indicator, someone said that MACD is the best indicator, and someone said that Bollinger Band is the best indicator. So it is very confusing which is the best indicator. So going to give my opinion which is the best indicator, my answer is none of the above. But the question is why these indicators are not best. Many new traders and also experienced traders are using these indicators. Now I am going to chart explaining why these indicators are not best indicator for day trading.
Now we are seeing the MACD chart. See, in MACD here the price is in MACD, that is the if the price is crossover low, then it is going up, and if the price cross over the red, then it is going below. Here the low line cross over the red, it is going up, right? Okay, no issue. Then see here what happened. The crossover is here, but the price is not moving according to the MACD. So it is the lagging indicator. We cannot take any decision according to MACD. It gives signal very late. See here, here the price is range bound, but here, see here it is in downtrend. It's the signal shows it will down, but it will down after half an or 1 hour after. See another one. See here. Here shows the price will go up. What do you see? The price is in consolidation. Okay. Also see here. Here it is showing the price will go up. Price will go up. But what is it showing? The price will going down. The price is going down. What happened? It is not the best indicator. Okay. Okay. Now we will see the super trend, how it is work. Please see the screen. In this screen, you are seeing that the super trend mark here. This is the down. This mark means this will go down, and this mark means green mark means this will go up. Okay, this red line is means this will downtrend, and the green mark means it will uptrend. See here what happened. It is marked down here, but after that the price is going up. See here, the price is gone up. Yes, see here how much. Then it will go down. See here, here the price will go up, but after that it is giving signal that the price is going up. Here the mark is C. The price will go down, but what happened? The price is now going up. So it is also not a perfect indicator or not a best indicator. It also gives signal very late. See here it is showing going up, but what happened? It is consolidation, and after that it is marked as downtrend. Sometime it will work. Yeah, here it, but it is not the best indicator for me. Okay, then we will go for next indicator RSI. Okay, now we are going to see the RSI, that is relative strength index indicator. In this, if the um, line cross 70 level, then it is overbought zone, and if the line cross the 30 level, then it is oversold zone. See here, it is already crossed the 70 level in this. Okay, okay, it is overbought zone, already overbought. Then it is crossed the 70 zone, cross the 70 mark to below. Then one should sell here. Okay, we are putting selling, but what happened? The price is in a range bound and going up. After that, it is going up and up. So it is also not a trustable indicator, not a best indicator. You also see here in this already oversold zone. Okay, this after that what happened? It is going up. Okay, but the price is moving in range bound, but the index is in the middle. So how to know when to buy, when to sell? It is very difficult to identify. So RSI indicator is also not a best indicator for me. Okay, then we will go for stochastic. Okay, in this stochastic, see in this, the if it is cross the 80 level, then it is over what zone. It is cross the if it is cross the 20 level, then it is oversold zone. Also in this there is two lines, that is one is red and one is blue. If if the in below, if the red if the blue line is cross the red line, then it is bullish sign. And in above 80, if the blue sign cross the red sign to below, then it is bearish, you can sell. But see here what happened. In this, it is already in this, it is already over what zone. You see here, see. Okay, here the line is crossing below here blue color and going to below 80. See here, below 80. But then one should sell here, but after some time, see what, so what, the price is going up. So it is also not a best indicator for me. So it is also not giving me the signal. And in this you can also see it is in the different time frame, it is giving different. You see in the 15 minute, in 15 minute, you see it is already overbought zone, but see the price is going up and up and up. how to take decision. Okay, so this is also not a best indicator for me. Next we are going for Bollinger Band. Okay, so in this Bollinger Band, if the price touches the upper band, then it is overbought zone, considered as overbought zone. And if the price touches the lower line, as a lower band, then it is called as oversold zone. This is oversold zone. Okay, this is going up and touches the upper band. After touching the upper band, the price is going and up in this upper band zone. See here, see here one red. Then you sold here. You you assume that the price will go down, but what happened? See, the prices will up and up like this. So it is also not a best indicator. We cannot use this indicator also as a day for day trading for profitable indicator. So this is also not a best indicator from me. Okay, you can see here also. See, it is going up, touches. It's coming up, but after that it is going up. How can we take decision with this? Okay, you see here also. It is already touches the upper band. See, then price in consolidation. Then after that it is also going up and up and up. So it is we can trust on this indicator. Okay. So now question is which indicator or method I use for day trading. The indicators I have discussed, for me it's not giving any edge. The indicators are lagging indicators, which means it gives delayed signal and also most of the time it gives false signal. Then the question is which one I am using. My answer is I use pivots and price action for day trading. So what I use in pivot? CPR, Virgin CPR. CPR stands for Central Pivot Range. Many people use only Central Pivot. It's need to use entire range, that is CPR. Then Virgin CPR. What is Virgin CPR? If the price does not enter the current day CPR, then it's become Virgin CPR for next 5 days trading session. Then is pivot points. I use pivot points daily, weekly, monthly. The next one is price action. Price action help me to analyze price patterns and understanding the psychology. I use price action at important locations. The important locations in my chart are pivots and CPR, previous day high, that is PDH, previous day's low, that is PDL, current day high, that is DH, current day low, DL, previous weekly high, that is PWH, previous weekly low, that is PWL, previous selling zone, that is supply zone, and previous buying zone, that is demand zone. See, this is only pivots, that is the simple standard pivot, standard one. This is the central pivot. Okay, this is R1, R1, this is R2, this is R3, this is S1, S2, S3. Okay, this there are in central pivot R4, R5 also and R6 also, but we are considering only three up to three. There is R1, R2, R3. S1, S2, and this is central one. There is no CPR in this pivot. In this pivot, it is also working, but in the CPR, sometimes we have to take decision on CPR, but there is no strategy against CPR here in standard pivots. Now I am going to show you the CPR. The CPR, that is central pivot range with the R1, R2, R3 and S1, S2, S3 pivots. Okay. Now we are going to see the pivots with CPR. This is the CPR. About this setting, you can, if you want to know about this setting, that is what is the CPR, what is the previous day high, previous day low. These are I have already discussed in my previous video. Okay, this is the CPR. Okay, in this is the central pivot range. This is the top CPR. This is bottom CPR. Now I am going to the strategies: when to buy, where to buy, in for which points I have to sell. In this I have to discuss. Okay, see here. This is also called as a virgin CPR because there is the price is not penetrate in this. Okay, why price not come to this, for that it is called virgin CPR. Okay, if the CPR is narrow, okay, the CPR is narrow and the price is below the CPR, then it is a bearish day and the going price is going one direction, that is a trending day. See here, price, the price opening in gap down. Okay, this is the previous day low. Okay, here this is the previous day low, then the price going down, then go to the next pivot. This is the next pivot. This is the S1. This is the S2. This is the next pivot, S2 pivot. After crossing the S2 pivot, it go here and here and directly go to the S3. Okay. Then you can buy here in the below. You can sell here. Okay, and you can go profit book here in S3. Okay. This is one of the strategy, and I go for next one. Next one is if if pivot is wide. See here, pivot is wide compared to the previous one, and it is the virgin CPR. The virgin CPR is work as a resistance. See here, this is the virgin CPR line. This is the virgin CPR central pivot range. Okay, see it didn't cross, the CPR level here, didn't cross the virgin CPR level. Okay, you can sell at the CPR. If it is go below the CPR, you can sell. And another thing, if the CPR is wide, it is a range bound day. See here, yes, CPR is wide, very wide. This the price is moving in this range only, the range bound. Okay. Also, CPR work as a magnet. See here, this is the virgin CPR. This is work as a resistance, and this is the weekly pivot, and this is the previous day high. After crushing this, you can sell here. You can sell. Then what is the move CP? Then the target is the current day CP. Okay. We'll go for another strategy. Another strategy here. Go for another one. See here. If it is a gap up opening, gap after gap up opening, if the first candle's high break, then you will go for buy, and the target will be next CPR or previous weekly high. Okay. See here another one. This CPR is sup- support. CPR here CPR is here a support. Okay. After the breaking CPR, you can buy here, and the target will be the weekly pivot, or this is the weekly pivot, or this is and this is the R1. After breaking the R1, the next target will be the previous day high. Okay. This is working very well for me. Okay. In this, the previous day high, previous day low also work as a support and resistance. Okay. See, another one. This is very wide CPR. Okay. See the price. Price only one range. Only range bound. If it is a wide CPR, then the price will be in the range bound. Okay. If narrow CPR, then the price will be trending. It is not always, but uh, it, it is not always, but sometimes it is not happen, but it is always. Okay. Okay. If narrow CPR is, see here, it is narrow, then it is a trending day. Okay. This is the previous day high. It's also a resistance level. If you buy here, then you can target here, then you can target for next pivot. Okay. If you want to know more about the CPR, you can contact me. Now I am going for conducting training session, that is webinar. You can contact me on this. Okay. Thank you for this today. Okay. Bye. Thanks, guys.